Ahoy, hoy, you hooligans. On November 30th, I debated a 9/11 conspiracist who runs a math channel and believes the planes that hit the towers were holograms and the towers themselves were vaporized by lasers. Now, this theory requires the rubble pile at ground zero to be too small, but before I proved it was, the conspiracist said this.
Steel and concrete and so on.
One might presume that means that it just wasn't hit by crushing debris. Not that there was or was not crushing debris.
It's like flipping a coin, right? You could flip a coin, oh, you got heads, but yeah, if you do it a million straight times, something's up with it. Okay, this is not a normal scenario.
If this is a coin flip, I have a coin right here. I've dropped it, but I have a second coin. I got a pile of these guys.
Okay, now we're doing
and if we do a coin flip, one could assume 50-50. That's going to be either heads or tails. So do we assume that therethere's a possibility that this wouldn't be destroyed by a falling building if there's a possibility that it was essentially akin to a coin flip?
No, I thought a million coin flips in a row
would give you the same probability. That would actually just give you more accurate 50-50.
No, a million coin flips in a row, all having heads.
Based on what? What are we assigning the probability of that to?
But again, we could discuss probability stuff. I'm just saying that's how I feel this one is. Okay, this is literally.
Now, I could absolutely have pressed the conspiracist to establish how he came up with this number, but I suspected, not without good reason, there wouldn't be a good answer. So why didn't I challenge it to make him look more foolish? Well, it wouldn't have actually had any significant effect on the main topic of the debate, so I decided the best play was to poke at it a little and then back off before he became upset with me. This way I could put it into play if I needed to apply pressure later, and I had a better idea of how that might affect him. The other reason I didn't push the issue is because, as Napoleon once said, never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake.
About 600 feet, because each one's 208 feet. So it's about 600 plus feet here, and again, it's all just...
Although the conspiracist's estimates of probability were wild speculations, his speculations regarding the measurements of the rubble pile were larger than my own estimates, which were already sufficient to establish he was wrong. Now, he could challenge my estimates all he wanted, but to challenge his own? That's usually not a winning strategy. So I let him dig his hole and then buried him with math. And predictably, when he did challenge my numbers, he didn't have a coherent response when I reminded him of his own estimates.
Earlier in the video, you said 600-foot radius.
No, if this is 200 feet, another 200. This is probably even less. This is 200 here, 400.
So we're changing...
Probably 500. Again, it's hard to tell what it is.
Sure, yeah, give it a 500-foot radius.
No.
By all means.
No, but that's a tiny rubble pile. What I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, use a tiny one. Use that small amount you think it is. Go 500 feet.
Footprint first. No, but what I'm saying is the rubble pile is here.
Want to see the debate in its entirety? Check out the link in the description.